Oh, you're not plugged in.
Well, too late. I already started it.
Wait, can you turn up my headphones? I can't hear anything.
Which one are you? You're not even plugged in.
I'm not even plugged in?
It's funnier this way.
Did you guys actually start it?
Yeah, it started.
I thought you were fucking with me.
We didn't even do a sound check. I don't know.
Turn the headphones down.
Dude, are you serious?
Turn mine down too.
Tony. My headphones down.
Which one is Ashland's?
I'm good.
Ashlyn is the green.
Okay, you guys good?
I'm good.
I'm
Okay.
good.
good.
I thought you get in my tummy.
Wait, turn mine down a little bit more.
Get in my tummy.
That's one thing I do remember.
What's that?
Is from
Wait,
this
too far.
from this movie. There was a "I'm gonna eat you" line, and I instantly thought of you.
That's all I think about when I think about it. Yeah.
About anything?
Oh, well, no. No, like if I ever hear something that or similar, I'll I think of that clip.
Yeah.
That memory of our lives.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Brett and Tony.
Whoa.
What the fuck happened there? Welcome to Brett and Tony with Ash and Abe. I'm Abe.
I'm Brett.
I'm Tony.
I'm Ashlyn.
And this is episode 232. And if you haven't yet, we want to make sure you check out our socials. We're getting up there. We're almost to the 300 likes mark and followers mark, which is crazy. The point is, you got to get there and join in on the fun, because that's where we post all the comments and the questions that you can be part of our episodes. So head on over.
Sometimes we remember to read those comments on podcast.
I'm doing a lot better. I didn't fill mine out, as you can see. So I'll have to remember and remind myself that I have these things.
Also, like in our defense, though, we do remember to read all the comments, but sometimes they're a week late.
They might not be on the episode you commented
on,
but they get read.
No, we get read. We read every comment.
They get in there, though.
You'll get there.
Uh-huh.
But head on over to all of their socials. It's BTAABM2. That's BTAABM squared.
And why is that, Abe?
Because B movies are the best movies.
The best. Movies.
Fucking weirdos.
I don't know. Guys, Tony specifically, should we get it the fuck out of our systems?
Get it the fuck out of your system right
now. Real quick, I do have to throw this in there.
Yeah.
If you have the pleasure to listen to this anyway, where it's transcribed, because we already had one person tell us this, but apparently when they transcribe that, it says "get it the fuck out of your sister," which
that's amazing.
Completely changes the whole context of the segment. But I'm curious.
Get the fuck out of your sister.
I guess we have a new segment.
I don't want to know what happens on that segment.
So yeah, what did everybody watch? Actually, I want to hear Tony first.
Yeah, Tony first,
because Tony had a fun story.
Oh man, it was not
a fun story. Plus, I need to hear his partial review, because I don't want to hear spoilers.
Yep.
Oh goodness.
Shit, Ollie.
Oh goodness.
So last Tuesday, I decided to go to Bring Back.
Yeah.
The new whole film from the people that talk to Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've heard good things.
Yep.
Same.
Just we're not gonna have a good thing for me, but it was I was watching it, and then in the movie it was kind of waning. Okay, I heard a tornado warning go off.
Yeah.
And okay, that must be from the movie, because they had a cell phone and
Oh, so you thought it was part of the movie?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
Because it was waning, and I'm
Right.
okay, I whatever, must be part of the movie.
Yeah.
And then it stopped, and I'm what the fuck? Everybody got out, and I'm no, I'm not getting out. I'm staying. Fuck this. I'm watching the movie until it ends.
Mm-hmm.
And then the manager Chelsea came in Tony, you gotta leave. I gotta get on the thing. Okay. And then begrudgingly.
Damn it! She knew your weakness.
Yeah,
kindness.
God damn it!
Fuck!
God damn it!
I'm
then-
going to stay here. Would you please move? Okay.
Okay. So I stood my ground.
Yep.
And then at one point, like 20, 25 minutes later, they called it like, okay, guys, just wait in line. We'll refund your money. And I said, fuck that, because that's gave me social anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am not staying in this line. I'm leaving.
Oh, so you didn't even get your refund. So you paid for it twice.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
Tony,
good.
you didn't even get your refund?
No.
Well, it makes up for the fact that I didn't pay to see it in theaters, and they're still getting their money. So
All right.
But they did they lost a lot of money that night. But I'm like, no, I don't feel. I hate asking for people for money in that refund area. Like, no.
Well,
Yep. I'm like, no, pass.
same. If I buy something in the store and it doesn't work out for me, I will either find another use for it or give it to somebody, because I am not going to do returns. Fuck that.
Yep.
I'll do online returns because I don't have to do shit. I don't have to talk to anybody.
I'm married, so I make my wife take
There you go.
Yep.
There you
do
go.
returns.
So, fast forward to Friday night, I went back to it, and then I rewatched.
Finally,
How much did you miss the first time? Like, how far was left? How much was
you were
left
at
of
the you were at
movie?
the end. You said.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Damn.
Yep.
So I sat through this entire movie again, just for those 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I have to know, your rating and your feelings of the movie is not influenced by the incident, right?
No,
So you felt the same way you did the first time you went to it.
no, actually, because of this, I started to pay more attention to stuff I was not
Okay.
paying attention to.
You used it as an excuse to get into the movie better. Okay.
Yeah, and then it upset me because they didn't pay something off, and I don't think I would realize that they didn't paid it off unless I had to sit through it twice.
Ah,
So then I was even more upset.
gotcha.
So like they didn't even pay. They this whole thing throughout this video of this like cult thing. They don't pay off.
Oh shit! You had to say the C word. Ashton won't watch this now.
No, it's fine. You don't need
fuck
to
with
watch
no
it.
Colts,
No. And then they're like, it was. I was not a fan of this movie.
Yeah, I really want to. See
And
it
then
so
I was
bad.
pissed off because I was like, I just could TikTok this movie, the ending, and I could have been okay. But then,
See, I would have gone to a different. Well, I would have got my refund money and used the refund money to go see another movie, and then just after that movie ended, went and watched the end of this one.
no, and then
That's what I would have done.
And then the funny thing is, after I paid for the new ticket, I saw Chelsea again, and she was like, "Oh, you didn't get your refund, did you?" I'm like, "Nope." And then like, "Oh, we should let you in for the last 15 minutes if you want." I'm like, "I already paid." I was like, "I'm not. No, no.
You
Stop.
were set on giving these people
That's
twice
awesome.
your money for this
like,
movie.
stop trying to get me a refund for stuff. Okay, stop.
Stop trying to be nice to me.
Stop trying to be nice."
I would have been the same because that would mean, A, you did already pay, so you have to get another refund, which you didn't want to do in the first place. But also, now you have to figure out what to do for an hour and 20 minutes. Like, what?
Yeah.
Where am I going to go?
No, I'm
and
like,
make
I'm-
sure I'm back by this time.
I'm already in now.
I'm already here. Just let me in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should have went to see a different movie, and then, but nope, I was the only one in the movie theater.
Well,
So,
for the Friday show?
yep,
What about the Tuesday show?
it was kind of packed.
It seemed like there was a lot. I know all those people weren't with your movie, but it seemed like there was a lot of people
Yeah, it
waiting
was-
in the hall.
Yeah, it was packed, and I took a picture of the people in the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, and people were like, no, everybody was like not upset, like okay, whatever. But like, I just want to know.
No, that would drive me
Because
nuts.
then I kept on seeing online, ooh, the ending leaves you like breathless, and I'm like, oh, okay.
And you weren't breathless, huh?
I was more angry.
He was breathless because he was holding his breath from his anger.
Yeah,
He was doing
Yep.
the.
Yep.
that better be the best ending of all time, and they didn't pay off the one thing I wanted them to pay off.
Yep.
That's one thing that makes me nervous about this is all of the hype, because like they did the stupid Blair Witch bullshit where everybody like they do the interviews outside the theater. Oh,
Yeah.
this movie, blah blah blah. You're setting yourself up for disaster in my
Yeah.
head if you do that.
Yeah. I don't think it's good marketing.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's horrible marketing
But
because
And
you
then-
are amping up everybody to expect. Like, there's people out there who've seen worse shit than you. They've seen way more grotesque, way more sad, way more everything. So you can't make. I don't know.
And it pissed me off because I probably would have gone to Dangerous Animals, and I would probably like
I
that.
want to see that one really bad
No.
too.
Nope, I didn't see it because I was done with movies for the weekend after I did this.
yeah, you were like, fuck that.
That, and then there was I already told you guys about it, but the new Darren Aronofsky. I really want to see that.
Oh, I still have to look for up the trailer for that. I forgot to look it up last time.
I haven't watched it.
What
I
is that
haven't
called?
He stole, or I have to look. I don't remember. I saw part like a super teaser on TikTok about
Yeah.
it, and it was like super short. They don't really give anything away.
Is it out now?
It's coming up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And then I just watched Money in the Bank pay-per-view wrestling, and that's about it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's some wrestling, huh?
Yeah.
Some wrestling.
Wrestling.
I have to know, not to foreshadow too much,
Yeah.
but did that play anything into your pick this week?
Oh, what?
The
Wrestling?
wrestling?
I didn't know anything about the
Okay.
wrestling.
I wasn't sure because I was like,
Is this
That-
guy an actual wrestler?
no.
No.
Oh, he's not?
I'll get into that too.
Okay, okay.
Oh, it's not part of the trivia. He's fucking Wesker from Resident Evil.
Really?
Yeah, who was skinny as shit.
Yeah, he bulked
And-
the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
It blew my fucking.
no, I just
mind.
had a list of movies, and I'm like, that's a weird title, Hill for
Well,
Blood.
See, that's what I thought. I was like, of all the titles that you've had lately, that one's of the lower. It's like that's not that weird. So I was really curious if the wrestling played anything.
Nope, I just,
Gotcha.
I was struggling. I was like, I need a movie.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
a
I know
movie. I
you-
told him, I said,
You were up again. I remember seeing you before we left. You were pretty.
I don't know.
Oh, that's
And I should like B movie, odd title, do. Okay, that one. Send.
Oh, apparently maybe he wrote it because it's not under director. Written. It's not anywhere on here. I'll have to find out later and let you know.
But yeah, bring her back.
Not Tony approved.
Don't bring Tony back.
Nope.
Tony
You already had to
never
go back.
Tony not
Yeah.
going back ever again.
Last time.
Nice.
What about you guys?
We haven't had much. We've just been watching more Jersey Shore, Family Vacation.
Hell yeah.
Getting caught up because the new one comes out here shortly. Whew.
That's crazy to me.
So fun. I know I say this every time, but I like Family Vacation more than the original.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the original is more entertaining as of like the holy shit they're doing this kind of like the wild antics they get up to.
Yeah.
The Family Vacation is more like for the growth and like to see like more of like the like you see more of the character arc and the more of the people that they are, and it just blows my fucking mind every single time because it's just bonkers to me.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've just been carving, doing my little carving life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I've been also waiting to get a Switch too.
Oh yeah, you have.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
He's hoping to get one that, which I'm gonna ask on air. No, I won't.
No, go for it.
No, I'll. But yeah, I'm curious if you got. Hopefully, you don't get one of the stapled ones. Apparently,
No, okay, yeah.
people have been returning them
Really?
because
yeah, GameStop.
at GameStop they have been stapling the receipt to the box, and it punctured the screen. So yeah, I don't know who got the bright idea to staple the receipts to a box,
Dude.
but yeah. And then there's been a bunch of TikToks I've seen of like
yeah, those,
they'll go and they'll buy one. The guy pulls out a nail gun and goes dunk
Boom,
dunk to
boom,
the
boom.
receipt.
yeah, I've seen a couple of those. That's hilarious.
It's
That's
awesome.
funny.
But yeah, I think that's all we've been up to, right, Ashlyn? Still refusing. She also did watch The Gentleman again.
Oh, I've
Are
not,
you for real?
I've
Dude,
yet
it's
to,
so
I've been,
fucking good.
Just
I've been
once
wanting to
this
watch
time,
that.
though, right?
Just once, but
Okay.
I thought about putting it on at work today.
Did you?
But I was like, maybe I'll wait.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, I went to Dogma the other night. It was
Oh,
playing
yeah.
at was
I
playing
wanted to
down-
go see that.
playing down at the Capitol.
Well, how the
Thursday
X
and,
was.
Thursday and Saturday.
How the X was.
I went to the Thursday show. It was pretty awesome. I don't know, like extra footage?
Yeah, they said they had extra stuff.
Oh, it's been quite a bit since I've seen it. So I actually don't know. I don't remember what was new and what wasn't.
I don't know if it was after
Nothing
the
like
credits.
nothing stood out or anything. It seemed all I don't know.
I don't know if like after the credits something.
Well,
I know it doesn't really apply. It's kind of off topic, but not. I saw a cool video of Kevin Smith talking about Dogma, about how it's coming back out, and he said like he was talking about how there's only one thing he regrets in the whole movie, and it was a joke about the Catholic Church. He said the two biggest sins the Catholic Church committed were the slavery thing, and then there was something else shortly after. But he's like, at this time, that whole other thing didn't come out yet, so he couldn't use that. But anyway, he also went into the whole. We're gonna cut that out. Is that what you're asking?
No, I was gonna ask if we were gonna go for even more.
Oh, gotcha. I want to know if I should go. No,
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But he's also talking about how a lot of the times when he watched it, it would be there's a really good bootleg copy in 4K on YouTube, and he would direct people to go see that if they didn't want to pay for it. He's like, I don't give a shit about the money. To be honest, I mean, it's more about the message and the movie. I thought that was really cool. It was just a cool little speech.
oh yeah. Well, especially because Weinstein held the rights forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think until
Is that
recently.
why he's
Yeah,
re-releasing?
that's
Because
why
he
it's
got the
coming
rights
out.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's able to now.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then you're like, I had to wait to this guy in prison just to get my rights back, and he couldn't. He said no,
Ugh.
but then they ended up getting the rights back.
I wonder if they had to go to court. I don't know. Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
crazy. Yeah.
The whole
But,
rights thing in general blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, because actually, I'm going to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, yeah, because
I'm writing that down.
isn't it mind blowing?
I didn't
next week.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what the thing is next week. On the tip of your tongue?
Boom.
Boom. No. Other than that, though, I was going to a graduation last weekend, so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be so bored. And Katie's like, just download a book on your phone. So I was like, all right. So I flipped on, and I was just gonna get a cheap book, But then I'm like, well, Kindle Unlimited, you get to try it out for free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got Kindle Unlimited.
So I read 3 books this past week on Kindle. That's basically all I did. This past week was just reading. I haven't been on Facebook or anything. Just
Anything
reading.
good or just
Yeah, some pretty good ones.
nice?
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess I finished Snap Shorts last night. That's what I did over the
And
weekend.
I finished Snap Shorts last night too. We're all caught up on Snap now.
Yeah.
Not just waiting for Snap. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah, and it keeps me off social media and shit like that, which has been really nice. And
I love reading the comic books on there.
oh, nice. There's comic books.
Yeah,
Nice.
Marvel. I've been reading the books like
Yeah.
Secret Wars, like
Oh,
like the Civil War
Are there
one.
pictures
Full
in that?
artwork and everything. Right?
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been reading getting caught up on like all the Secret War stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend. And you can. That's why I read the last one, and that's on there.
Oh.
You can
crazy.
like,
I still
but
haven't
you
read
can do.
that yet.
Yeah, you can get like the graphic novels on there. Yeah, I like it.
Even cooler. Yeah.
And they have a lot of unlimited.
Yeah.
So,
Still, fuck Amazon, but
use our promo code BTAA
And see what happens.
at
see if
Kindle
anything
Unlimited and
happens.
see what happens. Oh, I was gonna mention this too. So it was really weird. Last week, or last movie episode, Ashton and I went on a big rant about Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
huge rant.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
This week we were still watching Paramount Plus, watching the Jersey Shore. It didn't mess up very much at all, and also we didn't have any commercials for like a solid week. Out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the fuck? Did someone find out? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so weird. But then
Who heard our podcast at Paramount?
yesterday the commercials came back.
Oh.
So it wasn't.
You
it
only
must
got
have
like
been-
a week.
Yeah, it must have been a weird temporary glitch. But I was like, "What the fuck is going on? We don't
Was
have any commercials."
That's the one
funny.
that Brett wanted from you guys, Paramount? Or
No,
the
that
HBO?
was Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah,
Cock. Yep.
yeah.
If you saw my Peacock, it would be all wrestling.
Hers is she wanted it for Love Island.
Okay.
Um,
Because I almost chimed in.
Yeah,
on-
you like it?
We watched that.
Because I almost chimed in if he didn't. Like, oh, yeah, I got Peacock, and then he already did that.
She's also using everybody's phone numbers in the house to vote,
Oh, is she?
Hilarious.
along with hers.
For what?
For
Love
the-
Island.
Love Island. They
We-
vote people off.
They pull the American Idol with the texting and everything.
I'm giving away your secrets. I was saying that you were using everybody's numbers to boost your votes,
Yeah.
your vote power.
So sorry, I needed the peacock.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Hey, if he didn't give it to you, I would have.
Yeah.
We never watched it one live. Every time we watched it, it's been the old ones that they always say, "Oh, voting is now closed."
Oh.
Yeah.
She makes it a point to watch it every single night.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you have to watch it like night of to vote?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
Comes out every single night.
Every night.
Every
for like
night?
6 weeks or something.
Holy
no,
shit,
yeah,
that's
they-
too much. That's too much commitment for me.
Like their episodes are like one of the few reality shows that's actually in like real time. Like it's like they basically film and then release that shit.
Release that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they-
people can get to vote.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane.
You got to get motherfuckers off that island.
Yeah, and it's just weird too, that show, because it's like it's a love show, obviously.
Yeah.
But like they have to basically try to find their match in like a month or so, like less than a month. Like they just rotate between everybody on the show, and they like it's so fucking.
Be like, yeah, you'll
bizarre.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you could be getting close to somebody, but then they get voted
yeah,
off.
yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
There was one because usually the people that they pick are like they all look like supermodels, and they're like the hottest of the hot. A couple of seasons ago, we watched one where like it was this fucking nerdy cringe kid from Wisconsin. Really? Oh, it was great, Bergie.
Oh,
Did
he
he-
was a weirdo, though.
did
He
make
was
it far?
so weird. He got pretty far.
Did he?
Yeah.
Get
Hell
far.
yeah.
It
Hell
was
yeah.
weird, but
Good
he
for
never
him.
really had a girlfriend.
Well,
'Cause,
yeah,
like-
because he's a.
Because they start off the show where they everybody's like, oh, I want to go with you, like they let him pick amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Nobody picked him, so he got eliminated that night.
Oh.
And then they pulled a wild card, like, well, we're gonna bring him back tonight with 2 new girls, and he got to spend the night, and they call it the villa, which is like the fuck room basically, with 2 girls, and he was just in the jacuzzi, and he was like so awkward. It was hilarious.
I bet he was happy, though.
Oh, he was so happy,
was
so happy. But yeah.
Yeah. I haven't actually watched it.
I haven't. I've
She's-
never heard of it.
She's been filling me in though.
It's
on
one
some
of
the people
those mindless
thing. Yeah.
reality shows that, which I've always felt bad about watching reality shows because they're easy to crank out. Let's be honest, they're easy money.
Yeah.
But
That's why they do them.
yeah,
So many of
exactly.
them.
So many of them. But Tom Hardy, he says that's one of his guilty pleasures because he's like, that's where you see the real characters, not the people in the movie. Like these are fucking real,
Yeah.
like characters to draw from. And he's
Yeah.
like, he loves it.
Yeah. True.
It made me feel better about it. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
good point.
Good point.
I'm not
Tom
doing
Hardy.
any kind of character research,
Thank
but
you, Tom
good
Hardy.
point.
Yeah. So yeah. I think now it's time for the movie.
Yeah, it is.
And this week we watched Here for Blood from 2023. It's pretty fucking recent.
Really, I thought it
Yeah.
said 2024 on mine.
Maybe.
It's one of those that was like tail end,
Yeah.
like because
Okay.
like on IMDb it says 23, but when I watched it on Prime it said 2024.
Me too.
Yeah,
Huh.
one of
Well.
those weird ones.
And I guess it's 2025, and that surprised me.
This movie is directed by Daniel Turris and written by James Roberts, and it stars Sean Roberts. So I'm
No relation.
wondering if there's
Nepo.
relations or not.
Yeah,
Yep. Maybe like the brother wrote it or something.
For him.
Because
Yeah.
that Sean Roberts, right, is the guy that we were talking about.
that's Wesker from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah, that blows my
Yeah.
mind. He looks nothing In this movie, even
Nothing like
even
him.
his IMDb picture, he doesn't look anything like the guy from this movie
Let me
at
see.
all.
Yeah.
No. He looked like he took steroids for like a week.
Yeah,
For this movie.
Yeah.
for this movie specifically.
So I popped it on the other night, last night, and it's on Prime. And I hit it on there, and it said continue watching, and it was like 99 minutes left or something like that.
What?
Apparently, I only watched like 5 minutes of the movie and shut it off.
Oh damn!
At some point,
Yeah, at some point,
that's hilarious.
since it came out.
Not
and-
within the last 2 weeks.
And it kind of makes sense too, because the first, I don't know how you guys felt, but man, the first like half hour, like 20, 30 minutes, I thought is like really rough to get through. Like the production quality isn't there. The acting isn't there. You don't really know what's going on, like, which is fine, but like, do you guys know what I mean?
I mean, this entire movie it was almost amazing, and like
yeah, it
if it was just like
Borderline.
If
whole
they
movie.
the whole movie, if they made a couple tweaks here and there,
yeah.
Here and
I
there.
think it had the potential to be really good.
Yeah.
Like the entire movie, I like thinking like, this had so much more potential.
Yeah.
See,
But like it's on the cusp of going to the next level, but they never got there.
And I don't want to be a dick or anything, but like, what do you think the breakdown was? Like the directing?
I feel like part of it was the directing. I feel like also part of it was the writing. I felt like the last half of the movie was harder to get through for me because
Really?
Yeah.
it kept repeating itself.
Like-
it kept doing the
like-
same shit over and
But
over.
like,
and
I
get it.
I mean, at the halfway point when they're like, I forget what point, but you're like, this will be a good ending spot for
Yes.
this movie.
Yep.
And then I looked at like, we still got 45
Yep.
minutes left.
I felt like this needed to be a short.
I felt like, yeah,
This needed to be trimmed up.
yeah, I felt like they had the idea, but they didn't have it fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
Like every idea they had was pretty good idea, but they didn't execute it as good as they probably should have.
Yeah.
The other thing that kind of drove me nuts was, I know it's probably a minor detail in their eyes, but I felt like the wrestling aspect
Yeah.
would have played a bigger role in the whole movie. There was only one elbow drop.
Like-
there was only one wrestling move. I was waiting the whole fucking time.
You
That's-
thought you were going to get more wrestling.
Like
moves.
that, I was
did.
excited about that when I was. Oh, he's a professional wrestler.
Yes.
He needed a signature move to be established out in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's gonna actually do this on one of the zombie guys.
Yep.
His finishing move, and that's gonna kill it. That's a no missed opportunity.
Yeah.
There was only one wrestling move the whole time, and it was an elbow drop, which was hilarious. I loved
To-
that scene so much.
To that one guy, like feed me or whatever.
Yeah, over and over. Just, it was so good.
Like, give me a suplex, give me a power driver, give me like a choke slam.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
a good wrestling move. They don't know. Another missed opportunity.
The only wrestling move they did the elbow drop, and then in the beginning they did the pile. I don't like the suplex pile driver.
I don't.
I like the jackknife. Is that what
Yeah.
Goldberg
Yeah.
does?
Yeah, the jackknife.
I love that.
That
one.
was. I hate this. Like the spinner. Yeah, the spinning power driver. Not like.
Yeah, no, it's boring. But man, I really wish they would have leaned more into the whole wrestling thing that they established like early in the.
I know. I was so
It
excited.
never comes up again. Basically,
I was
No.
really excited.
never.
And then
I
like,
liked Discount Sting,
yeah,
Yeah,
the bad
I
guy.
hated him. That was I didn't like him because I didn't like his mask. He was the worst mask out of all of them. There was
Well,
some
the best
dope
mask was
masks.
the upside
Well,
down,
upside
one, I
down
thought.
one.
and then see there was great elements in this
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
like when that upside down face guy
Yeah.
Under the
goes,
bed?
Yeah,
Under
he,
the
he
bed.
looks under the bed for that little girl. Yeah, and she sees the upside down head sticking. Oh my god!
sticking right side up
Yeah.
for her. But
but
no, that was cool.
then he should pick a lane. Is it a cult? Is it zombies? What the fuck is going on?
yeah,
Or is it a cult that does cult things that could bring about zombies but like that's fine.
I think they needed to strip
But
it
like,
down, maybe.
well, like it just seemed like it was like the zombie part was like an afterthought. They were like, "Fuck, we killed all of our people, but like we still want
Okay.
to make the movie longer to make it a
Right.
full length.
Right.
What do we do?" That's what it felt like.
And-
It just felt like
and
it was
like-
like shoehorned in there.
And like the pizza guy,
You know,
and the pizza guy who was a fan,
Yeah.
you could have got more of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, agreed. I thought that
Yeah.
fan thing would come back in, but
Yeah.
boy, other than a one throwaway line later on, like a little joke, I liked him. He was a fan.
Yeah.
But no, I think I agree with what you're saying. I didn't think about it before because I thought it was weird. Of after they originally break in and he scares a few of them off, and then the main bad guy, I didn't catch his name.
Was that the black guy?
Yeah, the black guy. He had a line
Discount
of
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Yes, yep.
Yes.
Idris Elba.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had a line of something like, "Let's go back in with full power," and then that one guy like gets the red eyes and is like a badass out of nowhere. It's
Yeah.
like, why don't you guys go in with that? In the
Why didn't
first,
you-
lead
Yeah.
off with that?
Yeah. Wait, what?
If you're gonna do a job, you might as well do it full.
I mean,
full
You went in
force.
there without superpowering first,
right?
Yeah, but I couldn't understand because they tried to set it up. Oh, it's just the babysitter, and they were not prepared for the Westlaw.
I would agree with that, except for the fact that the parents agreed to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
swap, and
They
they're
actually
in on
agreed to it ahead
Actually,
of time. They
that's
knew
true.
about it.
That's
Yeah.
true. The
Yeah.
stepdad.
Yeah.
They weren't at that point. They weren't expecting, they weren't expecting the girl. They were expecting the
Then the guy.
wrestler.
So
Yeah.
they should have
You're
been. Yeah, they should have been more prepared.
They
Yeah.
weren't at all prepared.
I think they should have just had a good, just tighten up the screenplay.
I don't know. The more, honestly, the more that we talk about it, though, like the more I think that they needed like 6 more drafts of the screenplay,
Agreed.
not
Yeah.
tightening. it
Agreed.
up.
No. So I think
Well,
they
tighten it up too. They needed to make it shorter, but also,
Yeah.
they
focus on what's important.
because the other thing that drove me nuts while watching it was the importance
Yeah.
at the end of the movie that the babysitter, the original babysitter, the importance that she is.
Yeah.
They need her for
They
this
need
thing.
her. Yeah.
Yet they agreed to a switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boyfriend can come. That's cool. Your boyfriend can babysit instead of you. What the?
And yeah, I guess they would have known that she was going to be there at 10:30, right?
Yeah.
They would have known that, but still, they would have known at 10:30 they were going, or like she was getting there,
Postpone your
and
thing, yeah.
and the wrestler was going to be there probably still, and
Right.
like they should, no matter what way, they should have been expecting this wrestler guy.
Agreed.
to begin
Agreed.
with.
But they shouldn't have even agreed to the switch to begin with.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah,
Why would you
Or-
do that?
or that? Yeah,
Just do your studying here. That's what I would have told her if I needed her to be there. Well, you can do your studying here. It's
Yeah.
fine. Our daughter's low maintenance because she's barely in the whole fucking movie anyway.
Some of the jokes though I did like. I mean, I did laugh sometimes at the movie, like, but it just seemed, I don't know, like, I don't know. It needed to be better going in between the horror and the comedy.
I felt like they didn't fully commit to either lane. The
Yeah.
horror they heavily committed, which I loved because they had sweet.
Yeah, but I had
Makeup.
They had good makeup, and they had good like the makeup effects were awesome.
Yeah.
and
The blood and gore was great.
well, yeah, there was plenty of blood and gore, but like it seemed, it all seemed like it was handled by people that knew what they were doing. But so for that, I was disappointed in the color and consistency of the blood.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That the one thing that color wise that really threw me off was the burner on the stove.
yeah.
That drove me nuts. How like neon it looked.
Neonish?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that
Although it
they
was
left it on the whole fucking movie.
it was cool that he slammed his face into it, the one dude's face into it, and then the dude had that mark the whole movie, the
Yeah,
rest of the movie.
yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was some really good things to
I
it.
don't feel like they.
But I
they,
think the bad over.
They wanted to commit too hard to the comedy because I felt like all the comedy was like just shy of British humor. Like it was dry, but just a bit drier
Yeah.
than British comedy.
Well, plus there's not a single joke in the whole like first like 30 minutes of it, and then it's like the movie decides like, hey, maybe we should just try to have fun making this movie or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think that was a problem with that. Like I brought up the first 30 minutes before in the conversation. Like I think that's my problem with it is that it's so jarring. Mm-hmm. The tone shift,
Yeah,
I think, is between the first half hour and then the last hour
right.
of the movie.
I
don't
can
know.
see that.
Yeah, they had a good cutting off point in the middle. I forget Will, but yeah, when he, yeah.
That's a lot about this movie is it's pretty forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I don't remember
'Cause
anything
I'm
about
looking-
this movie, and I watched it last night.
I'm looking back at a lot of my notes, and I don't really know. Oh, I figured out what that one meant.
Blood.
Well, I wrote
Because it just seemed like everything that was good about the movie came from something else. Like you've seen it done better in another movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I don't know. This movie is weird.
I think I had the right idea at the beginning of the year when I shut it off.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. It's clear. Like, so my notes.
Yeah.
For the people that are listening, so you can't see my notes. My notes are about the length of my hand,
Yeah.
and clear down here at almost the bottom of my palm. True power. So that's when they decide, let's go in with our true. The words they used exactly. True power.
Yeah.
This late in the movie, let's use our true power. Like,
Yeah.
oh, now we mean business.
And then at that
we were just
point-
fucking around before.
At that point, you're just like, I'm not even taking. I'm done with notes,
Yeah.
dude.
There was one.
Turning brain off now. Click.
Right. At some point in the movie,
Yeah.
early in the it's the first kill. Yeah, the first kill.
Yeah.
The girl's jogging. She gets back from the jog, and somebody is her roommate is watching a movie.
Yeah.
Was that Velocipaster?
Oh, I
notice.
didn't even.
There was some cheesy ass dinosaur stomping on somebody, and I'm like,
it had to be.
was that
Velocipaster?
Velocipaster? Which I thought was fucking dope.
Yeah.
I hope it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell because
You know
it's
what?
such a quick snippet.
Velocipaster, great movie.
Great movie.
Knew what it was. This movie didn't know what it was.
So good.
Know which movie is before you start rolling, guys.
Did you hear?
And I hate being mean to movies. Did I hear what?
Did you hear that? It's done, but apparently 10 minutes have leaked of. I forgot the name. Kung Fury
Velocipaster
2.
Oh, nice.
You guys
finally?
remember? You guys rember Kung Fury?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been waiting for
Oh,
it.
Triceratops.
That's what. Finally, it's gonna come
Yeah,
out.
apparently. And apparently, I don't remember if it's Samuel L. Jackson, but there's some big Arnold Schwarzenegger is supposed to be in it
Okay.
at some point.
Okay.
Which awesome.
I'm not gonna watch the leaked footage.
Oh,
I'm just
no,
gonna
no,
wait
I
for
wanna-
the whole movie.
because
I'm gonna watch it anyways.
the leaked footage is as long as the one that we watched.
Yeah.
We watched a 15-minute movie for like a full episode of New Genre. But that was such a fucking cool movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Amazing movie.
I would want to watch that instead of
There's another movie that knows.
Fear for Blood. Knew
what it is.
exactly what it was.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate being mean to a movie, but sometimes you gotta be mean to movies.
I mean, and you're not really being mean because there are things that you do like. It's not
Yeah.
like you're taking a shit fest on it.
yeah.
I mean, and there were cool things. The masks were awesome, except for
Sting.
Loverboy. Yeah, Sting.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And he was supposed to be the baddest one of the
You
bunch.
thought
Like they build him up as the badass.
he's the first one they introduced,
and then
Yeah, he went out like a little bitch.
he went out quick from a head that doesn't even have legs.
and if he's the badass, like why the fuck you got the most generic of the mask, man?
And that was some fake kill.
Yeah, yeah, and a jacket that looks like it's what a matador would wear. Like it's 5 sizes too small.
Did and open.
It barely gets over
show
his
the chest
shoulders.
hair?
Yeah, not the chest hair because he was shaved. I was
No, he was
expecting
clean
him to be
shaven.
another wrestler. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Oh, I thought so too.
I
Yeah.
thought he was going to be like a rival wrestler.
And then
or
I
something.
thought him and Dude were going to have, because they were
A
building up the
full-on,
wrestling thing,
yes.
I thought it was building up. They have to have a wrestling fight.
And their interaction was the shortest interaction of all.
yeah.
Of all of them.
And then it doesn't happen. And then there's another like huge big motherfucker at the
I
end.
loved that guy.
Yeah, me too. But then it introduces
me.
him, and I'm like, oh man, this is going to be an epic wrestling
Yeah.
fight.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Talk about setting things up just to not pay it off, Town.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, well, all right. That was Here for Blood from 2023 or 2024,
Whichever you choose.
whichever you want.
Yeah, it
Baby.
probably may, doesn't matter.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
matter.
Who cares?
In fact, let's just call it 2020 because it feels like it was written and filmed during COVID.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. On like day one.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what do we do with the next 3 fucking years?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was mean. That was mean. All right. We'll be right back. We're going to go. We're going to hear from our podcast family, the PFPN.com, and be right back with trivia, kill count, ratings, Tona's secret sauce, or special sauce, and more right after this.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Thanks to PFPN.com. You guys are
Awesome!
All right. Do we have trivia on this one?
We do. We have
Okay.
exactly 3 pieces of trivia.
Four.
I counted that one.
Oh,
Yeah, I was being generous even. I screenshotted the entire bit of trivia in one go.
Yeah.
I just gotta find it right quick. All right, Sean Roberts, Tom, is
Yeah.
the wrestler, mentions the word zombie throughout the film. Roberts is known for playing roles in several zombie-themed movies. He has played in Resident Evil franchise as Alex Wesker, Land of the Dead and Diary of the Dead, which I did not know. I haven't seen those in forever, though, either. And a little bit of zombie. Furthermore, Michael Thurlow, whoever that guy, who plays Gil, has played in Cult of Chucky and the Chucky TV series, which films like this where killer cults are involved in the slayings.
Oh.
Interesting. The movie was shot under the more appropriate name Last the Night, but was ultimately changed because another movie released the same year also had the same title. That was the least of its worries.
Also, I want to throw out there, I don't think we mentioned that Dee Snider is the voice of the decapitated head that keeps saying,
I
"Feed me."
forgot I saw Dee Snider
Yeah.
in the credits, and I was really excited. And I completely forgot while watching the movie. And the fact
Apparently, it's the, it's the...
I feel like that's a bit of a much for a credit, though, because I mean, it's like Vin Diesel getting credit for Groot.
Yeah.
Sure, you're right,
Yeah.
but is it worth mentioning?
Yeah. Technically.
Technically.
I mean, why did you even pick it such a big name to pay a big
Right.
paycheck to
Yeah.
do that?
It's like but it's less funny. It's like what movie was it where they had Deadpool, where they had a 5-second cameo from Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh.
because you don't know, because it takes a sec. Well, that Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually get the payoff of like everything, but you're not like forefront in the movie. D. Snyder.
Yeah.
And then where was he in this whole movie? Lastly, they used 2 gallons of blood that they recycled over and over again for the entire movie. That seems legit, though. That seems legit.
Kill count?
Kill count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Jesus.
We're about, yeah, that's
You're
what
fucking with me.
Yeah, 11.
How was there 11 deaths? And I don't remember, like,
The roommate right
9
off
of
the
them.
bat with the gut
Yeah.
shank. Then we had that was the girl in the bathtub, the roommate. Then the runner, who was the girl who came home to the roommate. So 2 right off the bat. Then the pizza boy, Mike, who was in the car.
yeah.
Which that one pissed me off because I'm sure they thought it was going to be funny, but they were like, "Turn around, Mike, turn around," and it went on forever and ever. Then Spinhead, Slackjaw, Chris. Who,
You put way too much effort into this kill count.
why?
I'm just joking.
I like it.
Yes.
Names and everything.
Names.
The names
That's not-
of the guys, I liked it, and I wish they would have actually said them instead of me having to get them from subtitles. That pissed me off because they had really cool names.
Wait, what were they?
Spinhead, who was the upside down face.
Oh,
Great.
Okay.
Slackjaw, who was the guy who had like the weird wire. He got stabbed in the arm and to the door.
Yeah.
That guy was Slackjaw. Loverboy, which was the main guy.
Yeah. Sting.
Yeah, Sting. Meat, who was the big dude at the end.
Ah, yep.
And that's all. Yeah, that's all.
Huh.
So 11.
11. Damn. That's
Damn.
higher than I thought.
Yeah.
Tony's special sauce.
Yes,
My-
it is.
my-
Tony's secret sauce.
Okay.
Is that what we're calling it?
I don't know.
Okay. Sometimes you just have to be grateful that it's not Vin Diesel.
I would have much preferred Vin Diesel in this movie. That is a
That's a
Two.
2.
3.
Abe got it.
Was it a 3?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just changed it because you picked 2.
Ooh. Okay. Last one.
Last
Because this
one.
was hard.
Yeah.
Oh, was there only 2?
No, I found some,
okay.
but those were the 2 good ones.
These are the only funnies.
Fun Westland goal blast with rejected Slipknot mask. And then they ended with, I listen to punk.
4.
3.
3.5.
3.5.
Oh shit! Bullet Train movie.
I'm glad I changed it. All right, ratings.
Real quick though, before we get into that, because I almost did forget,
Did we have a comment?
we have comments. We'll get it the fuck
Really?
out of your system.
Ah, yeah.
I forgot to read those.
Yep.
Rod, this month I am going to Winefest in Des Moines. It's on Friday the 13th in a building that is located at 666 Grand Avenue.
Well, it was good knowing you, Odd.
Yep.
Should I be worried? And you got our answer. Yes.
If I
You
see him,
should be.
if I see him after this, I'm just gonna assume he's a zombie and take his head off.
That's cool.
Yep.
Except for what they chose to a wine fest. Why a wine fest?
Why
Yeah.
a zombie instead of like a demon?
I don't know if he's a demon or something. I'll take his head off too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, we'll do it.
What's he going to a
Zombies is
wine
weird.
fest for?
I
He
don't,
doesn't
I don't
seem
care.
like a
I don't
wine
care what he
drinker.
is. I'll take his fucking head off next time I see him.
Just in case.
I don't care if he's
Just in
changed
case.
at all.
Chris, he says Friday I'm going to see Acid Bath at the Val Air Ballroom,
I don't know.
80s stoner metal band.
Hell yeah.
I've heard of them. I've never heard their music.
Yeah.
Nice.
And finally, we have Mr. Wes Worthing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while.
Hell yeah.
I will get to see you, cool cats, at SNAF in July.
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm excited to see you, bud.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got wards.
Got words, multiples.
I got words like love you.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Wes.
Hey.
How's it going? That's all I got.
Ratings?
It's Tony's pick.
Tony's pick.
I'm going to go 1.75.
Oh,
Damn.
That is low.
That's low.
That's low. That's low as fuck.
Tony's back to hating movies.
Thanks, Hilfer Blood.
Also, it's your wrestling.
That's
No,
low
but
as
it was
fuck.
not enough wrestling. I wanted all
And they-
wrestling.
they
At
didn't
least
do it
it
justice.
had a touch of wrestling.
No, that's even worse.
The
They,
whole-
they teased it.
Yeah,
teased
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
The whole movie, was just one tease
I
for
was-
wrestling,
yeah.
so that probably pissed off a wrestling fan
Yeah, it
even
did.
more.
It gets a higher rating from me just because it didn't have so much wrestling. I was like, oh, thank fucking God. I can't with wrestling.
Nice. So Ash, what's your rating?
So what?
Three.
Three?
Yeah. It was all right. It was long as fuck. I know. And Loverboy was gross. His mask was gross.
Yeah.
He was gross. I'd take the little freaky boys over him.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3.
I'm actually going to go 3 also. It might have sounded like I absolutely hate the movie, but the parts that I had fun with it, I did have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like there was even a couple parts where I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the, like they made me laugh out loud and everything. Like I don't know.
The part where Loverboy closes the tape recorder with his cock piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, I meant to bring that up.
Yeah.
I call it. Oh my god, because he did not even that. Like he takes out of the cock piece, he takes
The tape out.
Yeah, the tape
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of there,
Yeah.
puts it in, and then
then-
closes it with his dick. Yeah, it like I don't know,
Yeah, that
but
was
like
pretty funny.
a movie where that happens,
Yeah.
the first half hour, not a single fucking joke in sight. It's just
Yeah.
they try to play it off like a serious, shitty quality movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then when they do bring in the jokes, a lot of them aren't even that good. That's like top tier joke.
Yeah,
I felt like because there was a lot of like the like they thought was funny like, when they gave the daughter knives.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, don't give her a knife. It's like that's supposed to be funny. And then like the
Yeah.
later on the mom comes back.
I can
she's
see
like,
what you mean.
Why does my daughter have knives? It's like,
yeah, when she's reunited with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like the main character. Like once shit starts, going
Yeah.
like continuous that last hour, like there's like a running joke where he keeps like either saying that he's gonna go grab a beer or like telling somebody to grab him a
Right.
beer from the fridge, right? I don't know, like something like that. Like if they had just like shown him after after each like kill, like he goes over and cracks a beer instead of like I don't know, like coming right out and saying it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, it would have been funnier if they. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah, this movie's a straight 3. It's
3?
It's middle of the road. I mean, it's not bad. It has its flaws, but I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's just forgettable.
forgettable, and I don't feel like I ever need to own it or watch it again.
I'm not upset that I watched it, but
No.
I'm not super happy that I watched it.
No, I'm
It's
not-
just-
I would like,
It just exists.
It exists.
It's there. Yeah.
Well,
What's
Ash,
next pick?
what's next pick?
Ash is up
I
next.
gotta look.
Oh,
I
no.
forgot.
We've been doing that. All of us have been doing that lately.
I did remind her on the way over here, and she said she has it ready, but she just
I do, I just
forgot to
have
pull it
to
up on her
find-
phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. Man.
Okay.
What is it gonna be?
It's called Habit.
Habit.
What year?
2021.
Okay.
21.
It's got Bella Thorne,
Yeah.
Paris Jackson,
Oh, weird.
Gavin Rossdale,
Whoa! Better be
Okay.
shirtless.
and then I don't know any of the other people.
Interesting. So,
What a weird.
Oh, it
wait,
doesn't
is
tell
it
me the
animated?
runtime. No, it's a movie.
Live
movie.
action with all those?
Yeah.
so everybody, for your make sure you're
You write it down.
Write it down because
Write it down.
Ashland's that's your trophy this year.
2021?
Yeah. It said release date
Boom.
was 2021.
Was it like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can find out or you can call what Ashland's theme is this year, there
Two
are
themes.
two themes, and we're giving a trophy for each one. So there's a double.
Oh,
trophy.
we are?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you did promise that at one point.
Yeah.
Oh. One's kind of doesn't count, but I mean,
Well,
it counts. It's fine.
Because
They can have a trophy.
The reason I say that both get trophies
Mm-hmm.
is I love you to death. I love, but I know how you are with rules, and I feel like if somebody picked either one,
With rules?
you'd be like, "Oh, it wasn't that one; it was the other one."
No, but it's both.
I know, but I feel like that would be a loophole. That's a loophole
I've got
for
nailed
you.
down to 3.
Possible loophole.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scaffold this movie. I think I'm gonna get down to 2.
Boom. I don't have any guesses.
I have one guess.
I
but-
don't even remember what your guys' themes were, to be honest. So I don't feel bad that you got nothing for me because I don't remember.
I
shit.
have one in mind, but
What's your theme?
my theme is movies I haven't seen in about 20 years, roughly 20 years.
That warrant a rewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to see how I feel about this movie again, kind
Yep.
of thing.
Like Ink.
Like Ink.
Yep.
Yep.
And so far, I forget. Have you been striking out or have you been?
No, actually, 23 was the only one that struck out so far.
Okay,
I've
that's
been
right.
like, that's a valid.
Yeah,
that
that-
was-
that
I
would-
enjoyed it just as much this
Because that
time.
left a sour taste in my
Oh
mouth.
yeah, 23. I should have never rewatched that one.
Yeah,
Stop,
thanks, Abe.
Stop saying the number, guys.
You're a bunch of weirdos.
I have to because this is episode 232. 23.
God.
It's the same backwards and forwards.
Man,
Oh,
Abe
we
left-
can't
Palindrome.
escape this fucking number.
Abe-
Did you guys? Did
Abe
you
loved
guys
Jim
like
Carrey.
my
No.
promo
Yeah.
for that?
On our, what did you say? It was like our number 23 or our 23 journey or something.
Well, that and then like I just any chance I could to do math to get to the number 23, I
Yeah.
did it just to do it, and it was the
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's
it was
right.
it was math
Yep.
that didn't make any sense.
Yep.
But I mean,
I don't look at anything.
yeah, it was hilarious.
The next movie that I'm gonna pick, because I'm doing the B comedies.
B comedies.
Yeah. Or ones that I consider B comedies.
Yeah.
Angus.
Oh, the
Well,
fat
don't,
boy.
don't mention that now
Uh-huh.
because now you're going to confuse everybody.
Oh yeah.
It's still the Habit.
but-
We
Yeah,
watched
Habit.
That's definitely the
I'm
fat,
just-
fat high schooler.
Yep. Yep. That's why I
And
liked it when I
and
was a
blood.
kid. I used to. Yeah. I used to watch it a lot.
I haven't seen that since.
I haven't seen
High
it for
school.
years either. Yeah. And the Sherbinator's in it too, right?
Yeah.
He's like his little friend. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And that's it for us, folks. Thanks for hitting that play button. Do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next week.
Tune in. We talk about normal things that blow your mind. Space travel. Space travel. Butt pill.
It blows my mind that the Earth is literally only like 3,000 years old.
Damn. Oh, and I update. Watch it. Have a rating on this.
It's just crazy.